Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Thursday, July 7, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 360 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. So make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Arizona Diamondbacks vs Colorado Rockies. Our team pick is Colorado Rockies for the win, and here is why. The Rockies will have Austin Gomber on the hill for the 16th time of the season. Gomber did not have his best stuff last time out, conceding 4 runs including 2 homers in 5.2 innings against this Arizona squad, and was able to register the win to improve to 4-7 on the season. The veteran southpaw hasn't been able to find a groove at all, recording a poor 6.53 ERA and a 1.45 WHIP in 73 innings of work. Gomber has now allowed 11 runs, 9 earned, with a 2-0 record in 17.1 career innings against the Diamondbacks. Dallas Keuchel will make his 3rd start as a member of the Diamondbacks. Keuchel had more trouble in his latest effort against this Rockies squad, conceding 7 runs, 6 earned, in 5 innings, and was hit with a loss. The southpaw has now allowed 10 earned runs in his 2 outings since arriving in a trade from the White Sox. He is having a disaster season, recording a horrible 8.27 ERA and a 2.10 WHIP, along with a 2-6 record in 41.1 innings pitched. Keuchel has squandered 10 runs, 9 earned, in 11.2 career innings against Colorado. The Rockies were able to win 2 of 3 against Arizona last weekend. They scored 20 runs in the series. Look for a barrage of runs again in this matchup, considering the Diamondbacks are giving Dallas Keuchel another chance. The veteran is not the pitcher he was in Houston years ago. He has posted disastrous numbers over the last few years, especially this season. Keuchel has surrendered a whopping 22 runs in his last 4 outings, spanning only 11.1 innings. Furthermore, the Rockies just scored 7 runs against Keuchel last weekend. Even the Tigers were able to get to Keuchel late last month. This particular game comes down to the starting pitching, and Keuchel has not been able to limit the damage in any way. Our total pick is over runs. And here is why. Neither offense explodes off the page. Colorado ranks 12th in the league in runs scored but has done a fair share of their damage at Coors Field. Arizona ranks just 20th in runs scored and is posting the 29th ranked team batting average at just .220. Ultimately, the over is a compelling play here, considering just how bad these 2 starters have been over a substantial period of play. Neither Gomber nor Keuchel has proven they can string together outs with any type of consistency. Expect a big bats on both sides to capitalize against these reeling starters. San Diego Padres vs San Francisco Giants. Our team pick is San Diego Padres for the win. And here is why. If there was ever a perfect time for the Giants to upset the Padres, it would be in Thursday night's opener. The Padres just got swept by the Seattle Mariners after losing 3 of their 4 games on the road against the Los Angeles Dodgers. They even split even with the Arizona Diamondbacks prior to those 2 series meetings. Not only have the Padres lost their last 2 back-to-back games, but Joe Musgrove, 2.25 ERA, has been handed losses in his last 2 starts on the mound. Nothing will come easy against a Giants team averaging the 7th most runs, 4.68, per game. There's also an NFC West division rivalry intact here, and both teams are very familiar with one another. Things should settle down a bit defensively with Logan Webb and Joe Musgrove as the starting pitchers in this series opener. Both have been dominant on the mound when facing one another this season. But Webb drew a home game against the Padres when he pitched for 8 straight innings and allowed only 1 run back in May. Things will be different with the series rematch being on the road at Petco Park. He'll be playing across from Musgrove, who will be able to match him on the mound. The Padres starting pitcher went 7 innings without allowing a single run in his last meeting with the Giants. I'm banking on a strong effort from both pitchers with a real drama coming when the 2 teams are forced to turn to their bullpens. That's when the Padres will have a considerable advantage against a Giants bullpen with the 7th worst ERA in the league. This game will go from a nail-biter to a head-shaker when the relief help for San Francisco blows it down the stretch for a Padres victory. Our total pick is under 6.5 runs. And here is why. This is a really small over-under line, but it is warranted given the pair of aces that will be towing the rubber Thursday evening. Both Webb and Musgrove rank among the top pitchers in the NL and they each look poised to build on their strong season performances against struggling opposition. The Padres have scored 2 runs or less in 5 of their last 6 contests, while San Francisco has been held to 3 runs or less in 6 of their last 8. Expect tough sledding for both squads in this one as base traffic will be at a premium. Look for a classic Petco Park pitchers duel here. Seattle Mariners vs Toronto Blue Jay. Our team pick is Mariners for the win. And here is why. It wasn't a pretty series against the worst team in baseball, but Toronto at least escaped Oakland with 1 win thanks to Wednesday's low-scoring triumph. Trailing 1-0 heading into the top of the 7th, the Blue Jays tied the score on Matt Chapman's solo shot before Bo Bichette went deep the next inning in what proved to be the deciding score. After disappointing for much of the season, the Mariners have played their best baseball of late to climb back into wild card contention and played particularly well in a 2-game sweep of the Padres to start this week. Sam Haggerty opened the scoring on Tuesday with a solo shot in the top of the 3rd before adding a run-scoring single the next inning and J.P. Crawford's 2-run triple in the 9th blew things open. The Blue Jays have a high ceiling as a team but aren't playing well in any facet at the moment and face a tough matchup here against the surging Mariners. Gonzalez has settled into a nice groove over the past few weeks and the Mariners have enough juice at the plate to generate some production against the spot starter. Lawrence has struggled when pressed into MLB action with a 157 ERA, 122 FIP over 91.2 career innings, and probably won't be able to go very deep in the game, even if he is effective. Seattle's scoring offense isn't impressive, but the underlying numbers like a 107 WRC+ indicate that should trend up soon, and while the Mariners are missing key players right now, some of the bottom of the order guys have been much better during this current surge. Gonzalez has a 2.84 ERA over his last 7 starts, while giving up no more than 3 earned in any of those, and his fly ball tendencies play nice in spacious T-Mobile Park. Add in the fact that the Mariners' bullpen has been lights out lately, and this becomes a solid team all around that is capable of handling even a strong opponent like the Blue Jays here. Our total pick is under the total and here is why. Marco Gonzalez and Kevin Gausman has been doing well as of late, and the question of Gausman's ankle should hold up here if he is not missing any time from it. Both offenses have not been doing well as Toronto is averaging 3.83 runs per game in their 6 July games so far, while Seattle is scoring 3.8 runs per game in their 5 games played in July. Seattle has been able to pitch extremely well as they have the 5th best home ERA this season with a 3.33 team ERA in those games. Los Angeles Dodgers vs Chicago Cubs. Our team pick is the Dodgers minus 1.5 runs. And here is why. The Chicago Cubs are playing their best baseball of the campaign as they won 6 of the previous 8 games. Even those 2 losses to Boston and Milwaukee, 2 contenders, came in extra innings, which says enough about how the Cubs are playing at the moment. After losing the opening game of a 3-game series to the divisional rivals Milwaukee Brewers on the road, the Cubs responded with a pair of 8-3 and 2-1 wins. The Los Angeles Dodgers are looking pretty fine at the moment and will likely enter the second half of the season as the leading team in the National League. They won 6 of the previous 7 games, including the first 2 of a 3-game series against the divisional foes Colorado Rockies. The final game of that series will be played on Wednesday night. I know that the Cubs are playing very well at the moment, but they will face the best pitcher in the entire MLB, Tony Gonsolin, and I am not giving them a lot of chances here. The Dodgers have been keeping their opponents in check lately, allowing more than 3 runs just once in the last 6 games. I am backing their defense, along with their starter, to limit the Cubs in this one and win this game without much stress. It's worth noting that each of the Dodgers' last 19 wins came by a 2-run or more margin. So, when they win with at least 2 runs. Our total pick is over the total.